So, after Taylor Swift endorsed Kamala Harris last week on Instagram to her over 280 million followers, Donald Trump took to Truth Social to write, quote, "I hate Taylor Swift."
To which the Harris-Walz campaign responded with this press release full of what are apparently Taylor Swift-related puns, although many of them were lost on me. Trump's bad week, Taylor's version, we're pretty sure it's safe and sound to say Donald Trump's week has him down bad. Mr. Not At All Fine has spent this week working through his feelings, whining about champagne problems, and spending exactly none of his time addressing the issues facing the American people. No Shake It Off reference, so I don't know what that is.
Robby got through that okay. But does all this Taylor Swift drama really matter? Well, apparently it could. Popular pollster and founder of 538, Nate Silver, tweeted, quote, "This election is basically a competition to see who's more online. Whichever party wins the competition loses the Electoral College."
So I think what he's saying there is if you're paying too much attention to Taylor Swift as part of the campaign strategy, that's not actually a very good idea.
No one should pay little attention to Taylor Swift. Everyone should pay close attention to her views on everything, including songwriting.
Yeah, I guess
They're
I'm
so
a
skeptical.
casual Swiftie. I just I don't think her endorsement matters. I think the Trump people are wrong to be so butthurt about it, for lack of a better term. To be, tweeting, "I hate Taylor Swift" is not helping him. We talked about some of the antics of the Trump people surrounding himself with Laura Loomer, all that stuff. Not useful. At the same time, Democrats going, it's, go home, guys. We got the Taylor Swift endorsement. This election is over. It's just, no, that's not true. Like, to win this election, Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, but take it from the Kamala Harris perspective, needs to motivate swing voters in Pennsylvania who are worried that despite what she says, she is going to ban fracking or require electric vehicles or whatever, ruin their jobs, send them overseas, whatever it is. That's what the election hinges on. It doesn't hinge on Taylor Swift's endorsement. Taylor Swift does not speak to that crowd. It doesn't matter. So focusing on that is a huge mistake either way.
Let me speak up in Taylor Swift's defense here, Rob.
Right.
So, for a start, I do take your point to one extent, which is nobody is surprised that Taylor Swift is going to vote for Kamala Harris or that she doesn't like Donald Trump. That is pretty clear. Where I do think her endorsement has some potential impact is on the issue of voter registration and voter turnout. After she made that endorsement, I think it was vote.org, the site that allows people or guides people as to how to register to vote, got something of the order of 300,000 visits. Now, the thing that amplified the Taylor Swift importance politically, I think, was Trump going after her so aggressively. This is a woman who is maybe the most famous woman in America, who is widely beloved across a whole load of demographics, from little, young girls who show up at her concerts to people who are older than me and show up at her concerts. And to just pick a fight with someone like that in a sort of mean-spirited way, it doesn't change, that's not the election lost, but it's not a smart thing to do.
Yeah, well, did he pick the fight? I mean, she didn't have to say anything. She didn't have to endorse anyone. I would like more of our celebrities, entertainers, and athletes to just stay out of politics entirely. I think, like many Americans, resent that politics has entered every domain of life and people can't stop talking about it. Maybe that's hypocritical. I'm paid to talk about it on TV, but you don't have to watch. You can turn me off if you're sick of hearing about it. God knows I'm sick of hearing it a lot of times. I think it's healthy for our society. It would be better for our politics to be able to not have it, to be just talking about, to be involved in it at all times. And as obviously celebrities being involved and giving their opinions is nothing new. It's been going on for a while. I think many Americans would just rather not hear from them on this subject. And Taylor's not, Taylor's not the most significant offender here. She put out one statement. She endorsed Biden last time. Whatever, it's done. Do I think Trump is helping himself by getting all upset or worked up about it? No. But also, I would rather just have our entertainers not get involved.
On the topic of entertainers, look, I think there are people in the entertainment industry who are incredibly sanctimonious about the way they present their political views, and it's sort of good versus evil, and if you don't agree with me, you're a bad person, and these are people often tweeting from Hollywood mansions or whatever. I understand why there's a pushback against that. To further my defense of Taylor Swift, that's not what she did. She wrote a message saying, I'm going to vote for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz for these reasons. I have done my research. You should do your own research and come to your own conclusions, but I do think it's important to vote. She was about as subtle or as gentle as it is possible to be while giving her political opinion. I think that she realizes that it's not, no one, well, some people do actually follow her example, but it's not that she moves every single US citizen among those Instagram followers to vote for her because she says so. But she's clearly a young woman who is engaged in the life of the country and wants to express some kind of view. And I thought she did so very, in a rather nuanced way, actually.
Well, we're always rooting for the anti-hero. We'll have more Rising right after this.